Anything specific about your particular place of work and the benefits being offered, you definitely want to talk about that in your offer as well, because that is another point of differentiation between you and maybe some other stores where they're interviewing. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue our series about how to build an effective sales team. We've already started talking about how to go through the entire recruitment process. We've come to the point right now where we're actually ready to make an offer to the candidates that we've already interviewed and shortlisted. So now I feel that we need to have a standardized process for how to make that offer. What that's going to be is something where you're hitting all the high points about why you want that person working for you and your organization. So you really want to kind of get them excited about working in your dealership, because they have probably many choices and they've probably interviewed more than at your dealership. So you want to make sure that they stand out in all of the different places where they may have had potential interviews. So if there's anything very specific about your place of work that you really want to talk about, like for example, where I work, there are so many tenured staff there that have been there for 10, 20, 30 years in one case. That's not really something that you see in a dealership environment. So there's a reason why people are sticking around for so long and not bouncing from one store to the other. There has to be something like that in your particular environment. Maybe you're a brand new store, maybe that's the cachet, that hey, we're building a brand new sales team, you're coming in on the ground floor, whatever that particular thing might be, that you have something unique about your place, your store, that's different from all the other places where they may be interviewing. So you really want to talk about that in your offer letter. The other thing obviously you want to talk about in your offer letter is what compensation looks like. I'm assuming that as part of your interview process, you've probably touched on that, but now you need to formalize what that compensation looks like. In a further video, I'm going to teach you how you can figure out a compensation plan or a pay plan for your particular environment. The other thing that you want to talk about in there is what benefits are included as part of your compensation package. Is there some kind of demo program, or do you offer health and dental benefits? Is there some kind of retirement savings plan or any other items like that? So anything specific about your particular place of work and the benefits being offered, you definitely want to talk about that in your offer as well, because that is another point of differentiation between you and maybe some other stores where they're interviewing. And then finally, you also want to talk about the position itself. So yes, you've been interviewing for this particular position all throughout, so they should have a very good sense of what it is. But again, we want to formalize what it is. So you're hiring for salespeople. What is the job? What is the definition of that role? What is your expectation of anybody in that position? And that's how you put together a properly crafted offer letter. In this day and age, I would say that if you had a template, Word template or something like that, had that ready to go, and then you would just plug in the candidate's information and then email it out to them. So with that email, they're going to receive your formal offer. And at that point, I would also put on a bit of a timeline that you expect to hear back from them in 2 days time or whatever by the end of the week. So at least that way you've set up an expectation of when you hear back from them. And if you don't hear back from them, then what is your particular follow-up routine going to be with that? In my mind, if they haven't reached out to you and you've offered them a job and they haven't done anything, maybe they're not the right candidate for you. However, there might be some circumstances that made it so that they weren't able to get a hold of you in that period of time. So obviously we've got to give them some grace with that. However, most people, when they're interviewing for a job, they're very excited and very anxious to receive an offer letter, and they'll probably get a hold of you right away and let you know, yes, I'm ready to come. So fantastic. So that's where we'll end it for now. And in the next video, we're going to figure out how to build a proper compensation plan that works in your market, in your particular environment. So I'll join you there. Thanks. Talk to you soon.